Welcome to this module. This program is designed for Bachelor of Science, third year, in the subject of Botany, semester 6, course code BOD105, course title Nursery and Gardening. The title of this unit is Routine Garden Operations, module name Defoliation and Pinching. My name is Ms. Emma Fernandez, Assistant Professor in Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Sakali, Goa. In this module, we shall see introduction, two of the routine garden operations, that is pinching and defoliation, and finally we shall see the conclusion. At the end of this module, the student will define pinching and defoliation, explain the process of pinching and defoliation, and cite some examples of plants used for pinching and defoliation. In a garden, there are certain operations that are to be followed judiciously for successful cultivation of ornamental plants. Most of these operations are of vital importance for the growth of the plants. Some of the operations are preparation of soil, manuring, watering, staking, pruning, and transplantation. Apart from these, there are certain other routine garden operations that we shall see today, and they are pinching and defoliation. So first we shall see what is pinching. Pinching is an operation which is also called as stopping. It involves the removal of the growing point of a shoot along with a few leaves. Here in this picture you can see pinching is being done on a marigold plant, where the tip or the growing shoot is being pinched with the help of fingers. The purpose of this particular process is to encourage branching in order to produce a bushy growth. Another purpose is to produce flower buds on the branch which is being pinched. Pinching is done mostly in annuals and herbaceous perennials. Some examples of plants are dahlia, chrysanthemum, carnation, and marigold. Some of the plants have the habit of growing tall with just a few leaves on top, which presents an unpleasant look. And to avoid this, such plants should be pinched when they are still young, thus causing the dormant buds in the leaf axils to grow, forming a bushier and dwarfish growth. Pinching is done by removal of 3 to 5 centimeter growing tips when the plants are about 8 to 10 centimeter tall. That is, when they are about 1 month old. After that, the second pinching takes place after 3 weeks after the first pinching. These are the time intervals between which we should do pinching. Sometimes one shoot of a plant starts growing vigorously at the expense of the others. They take up the nutrition of other shoots and try to shoot up, growing taller in height. Stopping of this strong shoot at this proper stage is likely to encourage the growth of the weaker shoots, and finally a well-formed plant is being obtained. So here it is very much applicable to perform pinching. The shoots which are pinched are herbaceous in nature, And that is the reason no special tool is needed for pinching. And in most cases, pinching is performed by snapping with fingers. However, sometimes the help of knife or a shaving blade may be needed. The process may involve only the pinching of the main stem, as in the case of carnation, or both the main stem as well as the side shoots to obtain a more bushy plant, as it is done in Semperin scurry method of growing chrysanthemum. One of the main disadvantages of stopping or pinching is that some plant diseases, such as those caused by the viruses, may get transmitted through the pinching blade from a diseased plant to a healthy plant. Therefore, it is wise, as far as possible, pinching should be done by snapping with fingers. The next technique is defoliation. The removal of foliage is known as defoliation, causing the leaves of trees and other plants to fall off. Here is a picture of jasmine plant showing defoliation. The purpose of this particular technique is to induce flowering in certain plants. Also, to reduce transpiration loss during periods of stress and strain, and also during transportation of certain plants such as roses. Defoliation may be done with the help of chemicals or by withholding water, or we have defoliation done by hand. In the case of jasmine, it is a very common practice to defoliate the plants after pruning just prior to the flowering season. And this can be achieved by withholding water for a few days. When the leaves drop, or we can also remove the leaves by hand, or sometimes we can use combination of both these methods to follow defoliation in the case of jasmine. In another plant known as nasturtium, sometimes an excess of foliage is being produced, and as a result, flowering becomes very scarce. Therefore, it is a very common practice to cut the excess foliage to induce flowering in nasturtium. However, if there is more foliage than necessary, the flowers remain hidden inside the foliage. So, in this case, defoliation is must. In the case of roses, if any leaves are left in the pruned branches, these are removed by hand. While transporting or transplanting roses and some other shrubs, it is necessary to remove the foliage in order to reduce transpiration loss. However, certain chemical defoliants are not very much commonly used in India. There is one particular defoliant named as pentachlorophenol, which have been used with a success as a defoliant in the case of jasmine. To conclude, practices like pinching and defoliations are found beneficial for achieving quality of production, which improves the economic condition of farmers and certain growers. In some flower crops like marigold, chrysanthemum, and carnation, pinching is found to be better for vegetative growth and increasing flower yield. On the other hand, we have jasmine, nasturtium, and rows where defoliation is found to be more effective. These are the references. Thank you.